All right, give us a second, guys. I'm gonna test the volume really quickly.
Ago since I got my PlayStation 3 as a Christmas gift in 2007. And
So you guys should
Video was
hopefully
still
be able
around.
to
There was one right down the street
hear
from
my
my house.
voice
So I had
and
gone
the
with my dad to
video
pick out a
now.
few movies to watch over the course of the week. And
Just gotta
while
find out
there,
good
he
balance for
had asked
this.
me
I
if I
think I might
wanted
want to
pick
reduce
out
it just a
a
little
game to
bit.
play as well. Now my parents, and more so my
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Hold on. Oh, you can't see us. There we go. All right. We're here watching the Xbox Developer Direct. You need to scoot in.
It wasn't me.
Jacob's here as well. I didn't
It-
know if
it
he'd
wasn't
be
me.
around for the live stream. He had to go run a couple of errands, but made it back in time.
Alright.
So, oh shit!
Just a little bit.
I had to meet my computer. So okay, hopefully
Sorry,
everyone
I'm
can
just
hear me. I
checking
might be a
something
little
real
loud.
quick.
I am a little loud. Hold on.
See, look at what came up first.
I'm
So I
sorry.
typed in Xbox.
All right. So, okay, should be good to go.
Wait, I
Let
don't
me
need this
know.
mic, right?
You don't need the mic, no. Let me know if the audio quality is a bit too loud. I tested it with the video and it seemed okay. So, but I can adjust basically on the fly as necessary. So we got four. This is supposed to be really quick. I guess judging by last year's developer direct as well. We have four studios. Hellblade 2. I'm hoping to get a release date for that. We already saw
I
some
thought they
gameplay.
did that already.
No, they said it was 2024.
Oh, that's right.
The trailer was awesome at the Game Awards.
Yeah,
It was great. It was a really good trailer.
They're gonna show Rise. Do you think they're gonna show Rise of the Ronin? No, that's PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Yeah. Rise of the Ronin is Team Ninjas. Yeah, that's a different studio. But Hellblade 2. So hoping to get a release date for that. We also have Obsidian with Avowed. So Avowed is supposed to be that kind of I guess it's another RPG, story-based RPG from Obsidian. It's weird because they're also doing the Outer Worlds. They have that, and then they have this new franchise that they're starting, Avowed, which looks like their kind of take on Skyrim, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. Oxide, I don't know what Oxide does. I think it's one of those strategy games. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. I think it was one of those strategy games. It might be the City Builders or one of those. So we're supposed to get details about that.
Actually, wait, no, never mind. Ashes of Singularity.
Ashes of Singularity. I never heard of that.
Aura, History Untold. Yeah, it's like a RTS games.
Oh, okay. Strategy games. Okay.
I think.
So we'll see what's going on from them. Not my cup of tea. You might be interested in them.
I don't play them that much, but
could be fun.
Once in a while I'll hop on and play it and have fun with it, but not all the time.
And then we got you need me to move? Are you good? And then we got Machine Games, who previously worked on the Wolfenstein franchise. They're making right now a new Indiana Jones game. This could be.
Oh, so that's what that show.
Yeah, so it's a brand new original Indiana Jones adventure. I have a feeling if they, maybe he could easily do the voice work for it.
Yeah.
I could easily see that being. They have to be really careful because you don't want it to be an Uncharted clone. It needs to be its own thing. But I think the last Indiana Jones game we got was 2006. It's been a really long time. So I'm hoping that Machine Games. It's been a long time since Wolfenstein 2 and Youngblood. So it's nice to see that they're still in there and creating stuff. Hey Tyler, how's it going? Thanks for being here on the stream. So this thing should be starting in less than 5 minutes, actually. So we'll see how it goes. Premieres in 2 minutes, it says, actually. Maybe I should refresh. No. Anyway, I guess we'll just be waiting here. And when it starts, I'll make it full screen. Yeah.
So wait, so there's only those four they're gonna show off?
Well, see, okay, so last year, this is what Tyler was saying. Last year they did a Xbox and Bethesda developer direct, and I wasn't that into it. I didn't. If I remember correctly, I felt that they didn't reveal too much, and it felt to me like a response because they didn't have anything to show at the Game Awards that previous year. Mm-hmm. And so, it was basically this short little thing. They talked about Redfall a lot, and they talked about Forza, and they didn't give release dates for. I think they gave a release date for Redfall, but they didn't give a release date for Forza. And I was very disappointed. Oh, they revealed Hi-Fi Rush. That was the big thing, or the big surprise on the last year's developer direct.
Oh, okay.
They revealed Hi-Fi Rush and said, "Oh yeah, it's available right now. Go and play it," which is really cool.
That's right. And then you.
Yeah, I think I messaged you too. That was a great game. Hi-Fi Rush was excellent. So now it's just called the Xbox Developer Direct. But Bethesda's studios are still in here. I want to see release dates for Hellblade. I don't need a release date for Indiana Jones. It's too soon. Don't really need a release date for, I think, Avowed we haven't seen a lot of. So I need to see more of these things. So I'm just hoping for some good information and some actual gameplay would be nice. I don't think...
To what Tyler said, I think so. I think it might be a January thing.
Yeah, I think
because it's just to start off the year kind of idea.
Yeah, it's pretty. Now that this is the second time they're doing this at the same time frame, I think it's pretty. We're pretty much guaranteed to have this consistently.
It's only the second one, so I'm not sure, right?
Yeah, but It's the same time as last year. It just seems to me that they're, it's a good time to, I think, do a press conference.
This should be the company going like, hey, like this is what we plan on doing for this year.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
like,
It's a good overview of all the stuff that's going to be coming up for the rest of the year. And then, you have
it's to
during
start the
E3
hype.
week. You can't even call it E3 anymore. What are we supposed to call that week now? Because you can't say it's E3. E3's done.
It's over.
The Game Fest week. I don't even know. We need to think of new
Damn it, Jeff
acronyms. Dude,
The Jeff Keighley show.
that guy has so much power. It's absurd.
Jeff Keighley
Someone
show.
probably needs to do something. All right, we're still waiting here for the stream to start. I can't not believe, like, when you really just look at it, like, he does Gamescom, the Game Awards, and now he has E3 or Games Fest, as it's called. The dude has basically a monopoly on all of the big gaming events. And I mean, I like Jeff Keighley at face value. I think he's fine. But I just think, there's a little bit of a, like, I think he likes to do things his way. He has a very particular way of doing things, and I don't like the commercial aspect of it. Like the Game Awards at times could feel like a giant advertisement,
But that's how they make their money.
I mean, it's a hard balance. But I just wish that there's more people sort of
Hey,
in
it said it
control
started
there.
at 12. It's another minute. It started at 12:01.
Are you hearing audio? By the way?
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Oh, I had to push. Oh, now I hear audio. Is it loud?
It's fine.
Oh, it seems
could-
really loud on stream. Hold on. All right, I turned it down a lot because it seemed really loud.
You can hear it on my side. You hear it?
Oh yeah. Now, feel free to turn that down because that's
No,
your
I can
volume
change.
on
I
those.
can adjust it on my side.
Okay, your volume on
I have a
those doesn't
volume.
affect the stream.
That's why I was like, oh, it is loud on there.
Yeah, I will adjust the audio as needed here. I obviously just don't want it much louder than our voice. So let me know. So we got a trailer already, huh? So this game's not made for kids.
Hand Simulator Rendezvous 2.
Stop.
Why?
It's Bethesda. Bethesda got a new office
Is this
a couple years.
Bethesda?
Yeah, they got a new office a couple years ago. It's actually a really nice space. I'm adjusting the audio, so bear with me.
Yes, that's what they do at the office.
Yeah, the cartwheels. There's food fights. There's Todd Howard. The developer.
No, I don't think that was just Bethesda. That was all the.
It looked like just Bethesda, but
No,
okay.
because they showed Obsidian.
There's space
games.
for one more. Not really. Oh, Obsidian first. Okay.
Did they talk in it, or is it just like just?
Yeah, no. So they'll do like interviews and stuff. They'll talk briefly about it.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands.
Looks
At
pretty.
Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep
So
themes,
yeah, it's this interesting.
dynamic gameplay,
It's this
and
interesting
thoughtful
game.
reactivity.
It kind of looks like a Skyrim-based.
And Avowed
RPG.
is no different.
Avowed.
We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players
Oh,
a
I
world
heard
and
about this,
experience
actually.
They
like no
revealed
other.
it way back
It's
when the
colorful,
Xbox Series
it's
X was like
vibrant,
first
it's
announced.
strange.
Yeah,
It's one of the
and then
most
nothing came
incredible
out.
settings
Yeah,
in
and
the
it's
world
just
of
kind of been
Eora.
sitting around.
There's going to be a lot of great secrets
Been
to
waiting for more
discover, one
information.
of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character,
Yeah.
and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, Gameplay Director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks.
The combat seems a little slow.
If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat.
I mentioned Avowed would be
That
years
means you
away
can
in
play
2020.
however you want.
Pretty much
Equip a sword
hit
and
the nail on the
shield
head there.
and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range.
I think a lot of these games
Or
just
even
got delayed 'cause
dual-wield
of
wands
COVID,
to
you
feel
know,
like a
it's just-
gunslinging mage.
Yeah, this lasting
You could
effect.
use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of
played
the battle,
Valheim?
it's up
I
to
have
you
not.
to determine who, if
that?
anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping,
the
we were
detail on the
ambushed by those
characters.
miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and
It's good
it was so
facial
dark.
animations.
I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story
all
he's told
standard
you, you can
RPG
hand over the
stuff.
badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you
What
can
do I want
prepare
to see
for, is it?
more of? I mean,
It's not my fault. No, they should have never
I just want to see
camped
the
in
game. So
I'll take the
It's
badges.
good that we have that.
I'm going back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like
I've heard
Avowed
that
is
1,000 times
anchored in the
before
world we
about
build.
choices
Art director
being
Matt Hansen and the team
having
have
this
worked to
ripple
create a
effect,
unique,
and I still don't
colorful,
think there's been a
and
game that's
dynamic
done it
visual
quite
style.
effectively.
From the
So
outset,
what they're trying to do is
we
a
knew
Dungeons
that
and
we
Dragons
wanted
idea.
Avowed setting to
Like
feel
that D&D
rich,
idea where it's like
weird, and
On the
wonderful.
Baldur's Gate?
We
Well,
found
I mean, Baldur's
inspiration
Gate
in
is
a
like a- it's a
wide
dungeon.
swath of real-world cultures.
And it's the
helping us
idea is like
create a
role play.
unique
It's just
RPG
like
experience.
they want to make it more immersive,
By
where it's like
contrasting
your
the
decisions
vibrant
matter because
with the dull
depending on what your
or
decisions
verdant
is gonna
spaces with
depend
sickly
on how
ones,
people look at
we
you
can
in the
better
game.
deliver
So
complex
like maybe you
emotional
won't open up
experiences
certain quests
for our
because
players.
somebody's distrusting of you.
The Living Lands is a continent of
Well, if they nail
untamed
it, you know,
valleys
that could be
with
interesting.
widely varied
Yeah, I
biomes,
played
from
a little bit
luxuriant
about him.
forests
Oh, you
to
have played
volcanic
Valheim, okay.
wastes.
Yeah.
And each of those
Remember when you
regions
talked
itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the
not
regions have
entirely
a
sure
lot
what
of
I
special
want to see,
things
but
associated with them.
I just
but
feel
I have
like
a deep
it should
place
be
in my
more
heart for Shatterscarp.
faster.
As you're wandering the
paced
wastes of
combat.
Shatterscarp,
Oh,
Because it
based on
you
seems-
might
it
notice
seems
off
a
in the
little
distance
clunky.
It
a
could be.
vibrant
It could be
jewel of
interesting to constantly switch
By
between like
transitioning
melee
from
or guns
destitute,
and then magic.
muted tones
I mean,
of
that
a
could be an
wasteland
interesting
of
balance,
sand
but I think, like
and
you said,
marching
if they
in towards a
get the
beautiful
speed of it
oasis.
right, you
There's the
know,
opportunity
intensity.
there
Like,
for life,
just seeing it
for
right now, it
adventure,
just seemed like the
and even a
combat was
little
like-
danger.
You fight one person.
Well, no, like they had multiple, but it's
We
like
hope
they're
you've
just sitting
enjoyed
there.
this look at Avowed.
waiting, yeah.
We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you
And I know
to
those games
explore
are
the
just
Living
like, they don't
Lands
care.
when
We're
Avowed
gonna
launches
swing.
this fall.
like crazy.
I think it looks fine. It's definitely a different style than the first. The first trailer showed this very realistic, like it wasn't in game, but it was kind of CGI
Wait,
of what the game was supposed to look.
There's enough pause between the swings. Sorry about that.
No,
There's
it's
enough
okay.
Pause between these things to parry.
Oh, that's beautiful art.
Ooh, I
If
like
that's the
that.
cover art, that's gorgeous. But yeah, the original gameplay made it look really hyper realistic, and this looks very stylized. So it's definitely a change. Fall 2024. You know what? That's actually what I kind of wanted.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Probably October, November, yeah.
All I kind of wanted was a release window. That's really what I expected them. So that's pretty good. All right, we're gonna go to Ninja Theory next.
It's just so weird. There's no talking. There's just like circle.
Yeah. Well, you know, Indiana
Type.
Jones is gonna be last. You know it's gonna be last.
Ninja Theory.
All right, we better get a release date for Hellblade 2 because it's been a very long time. We've been like shown, videos.
Is that the only? That's
Hi,
the only
I'm
game
Don
they did,
Matthews, studio head here at Ninja
No,
Theory
I mean,
in Cambridge,
these
UK.
guys are the guys
We're
who
now
did
in the final
Enslaved,
months of
Odyssey to
development
the
on
West,
Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Heavenly Sword.
And the team is working hard to bring
they
you
did
an
Heavenly Sword?
unforgettable
Yes,
journey
these guys have
into
been
Senua's unique world and her
DMC,
battle
Devil
for
May Cry.
survival,
They also did that
where we
one.
have once again
Oh,
combined
DMC,
high
yeah.
fidelity and immersive presentation
Look how beautiful
with a
that is.
shorter, narrative-led experience
showing
that
more
focuses
gameplay.
on the
They
things
also
that
have
we really care
there's
about.
another game they have in
and that we
development
hope
that's
you
supposed to be like
care
a
about too.
horror game.
Wait.
Forgot-
You see how the pitiless world stamps you down.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions,
beautiful blue
she
eyes.
encounters new
She's
people
the
along
voice
the way,
actress.
I know.
some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Yeah, I love
Little by
her
little.
story, how she never acted before.
This settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
I think it's pretty much confirmed at this point. The game's beautiful, but I think they're going to keep the widescreen aspect ratio for the game.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences
Everything we've seen
psychosis,
has shown
seeing
that.
things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments.
seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel. One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it. It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it.
Yeah, what do I think about the Hellblade 1? I thought it was excellent. I played it originally on PS4, PS4 Pro, because it released there first. It's kind of funny. But it was great game. And I wanted more, and I bought a second copy when it came out for physical. So
her instincts are amazing.
I'm probably going to play it again before I get to Hellblade
really
2.
Doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and
this is a
gray hair
story.
Or black hair? She had brown hair.
We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale.
Man, it just looks. This is real life stuff, but
and you see a scene.
It looks
or
really
you see
good.
a small section of the game, and you're like, yeah, that works. That's amazing.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices he hears. These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
What will we do to us?
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
That was a cool performance at the Game Awards.
Their depth, their meaning in the music, it really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special.
Oh, I like that they did that.
Yeah, I saw it. The first game they did.
Like the voicing like that. Yeah. That's actually really
our mission
cool.
here at Ninja
to make
Theory
it sound
is
like
to
it's all around.
craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
It's really
and
quite
in
incredible.
Saga,
All the
Hellblade 2
the little
is to
tricks
not
that they
only
use.
See where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
I don't know.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking.
Yeah, that's the rumors that
From our combat
it's
gameplay
being
through
released
to
May
our action
21st.
set
We'll see if it's
pieces,
true
from our cinematic
at the end of
scenes
this.
to our puzzle solving. Everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey.
Sorry.
A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
Okay. They confirmed it. Well, that's really awesome. Yeah, so everything about the game, every single time, you know, I look at it, it's just super impressive.
It's just right on top of the thumbnail.
And just excellent. And I played the first game without, I played on the sound bar, and, you know, it was still really good. I know the headphones are the way you're supposed to experience it. Oh, there's someone new! Square Enix!
Square Enix.
What is that? I said there was space for another title.
There might be one more, actually. Because you said bottom right.
Yeah, I was thinking like under, and then they wrote 2024. What is this? Square Enix sold like all their great games besides Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts.
Maybe it's a Final Fantasy.
But see, PlayStation
like
has that
style.
I don't know. PlayStation has the exclusive part.
Digimon? No. I think you guys saw the things in the best.
What is this? Oh, Visions of Mana. Oh, we did hear about this.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot.
コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。
Wow.
聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年ファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、
Not know that.
マナと聖剣をめぐって
So it's like an offset
愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々。
It says from like Final Fantasy Adventures, so it plays in the Final Fantasy universe.
発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。
No, I got it. Okay.
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Okay, so it is a hack and slash type game. This I probably won't, you know, play this. It's not my cup of tea. I don't know anything about the series.
石井浩一さんとともに聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Grab.
All these game developers look like they're part of the Yakuza.
That's a nice guy.
he's like
he looks like an evil guy.
I know he looks like
actually, you know what? He
looks like an endgame boss.
No, he looks like one of the people. He looks like one of the.
Dawn of Mana came out for PS2. Okay.
今作では初めはドット絵か
He
ら
looks
ス
like
タ
one
ー
of
ト
the
したモン
Keyblade
スターたちを
masters.
どのような
She's at the
最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに
What is
落
it?
とし込む
Fuck,
か
I forgot. It's been so
デ
long
ザイ
since
ン
I know
の
what
構
you're
成から
talking about.
モデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに
You ever look
参
at
加
the
しました。
Yakuza devs, like before and after?
Huh?
The Yakuza
聖
developers
剣
before
伝
and
説ファ
after?
イナルファンタジー
Like
外
when they
伝を
first
作っ
started
て
the
いた頃から
series.
自分の
It's
頭
like
の
a
中
Oh, he
で
looks like a nobody. That's what it was.
生き生きと動いて
It's like a similar transition with the Yakuza developers
それ
where
らをどうやって当時の技
He
術
looks
で
more
表
like
現で
he
きる
looks
か
like
に
one
こ
of
だ
the
わって
nobodies.
作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスタ
Was
ー
wearing
た
that
ち
black
た
hoop.
だ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているのでバトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックルも石井さんが
Look at that doggy.
くださっています。
What?
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては今作のマスコット
Oh, you're ahead.
a little bit
可愛
ahead.
い
I just
動物に
realized.
したいという
He's gonna hear what company's next.
その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並
Look at that.
み見た目はアルマジュによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージ
It
が
should
浮かん
be
で
around
それぞれの
almost
特
perfect
徴を
now.
取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら 足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら
Looks like one of the games you play on your phone.
ピックルは誕生しました。
What if it was a mobile game?
It looks like it. It looks like a mobile game, or at least the games I've seen you play. Yes, yes. It looks like Genshin.
I heard they're fun, but they're also a niche thing.
Yeah.
The Mana series.
Hey, it's been over 15 years. The last
It's
game
like-
was on the PS2. It's crazy.
It's because a lot of the game, the Visions of Mana series feels like kid friendly, and it just like.
Well, I think a lot of
there's,
the-
like that means like seriousness is gone out the window in this series.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people who, when they first played those games, they were kids, right?
No, well, yeah.
And then it's like, I think a lot of it is based on nostalgia.
It's like for me with Pokemon, like I can't keep playing Pokemon anymore because it's just
Yeah,
the same thing
I
over and over.
I
It's like-
tried to get into Pokemon with
Hey,
Sword,
Beedrills.
Pokemon Sword on the Switch.
The Beedrills.
Oh.
See?
I couldn't play. I just got bored after, like 6 hours. I was like, okay, I used to do this back then, but
Man the Wheels open world mode time.
I can't do this now.
Could be a texture bush.
You heard of that? Motortown?
I'll check it out. What Tyler's saying. Motortown behind the wheel.
Is it on Steam? Probably.
Indie It's an indie company like Blizzard. Just kidding.
Like Blizzard, yeah.
They're a small indie company.
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビヨンズ・マナは聖剣伝
I
説
can't
のらしさ
unsee
を
it.
感じてもらえる作品
Your
になるよう
reference. The
小
Kingdom
山田
Hearts
君を中
reference.
心にチームの
That's
みんな
all
が
I see.
頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身も
Oh, it is on
楽しみ
Steam.
にしています。
I have the Steam Deck. So.
He looks so nervous, that guy.
Well, look who his counterpart is. You got the guy, like,
He's just like, oh god, I don't want to mess up.
like, what's he hiding under that coat?
この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
From a different perspective, seeing a Japanese developer really promoting an Xbox game is awesome for Xbox because of how, like, they don't nearly have the market share. You know, in Japan or
Another new
anywhere.
guest.
A lot of Japanese developers just ignore Xbox outright. You know. Yeah, Oxide.
This one I'm not too crazy about unless they have something new that they're gonna show us.
Yeah, they're not. It's
That's,
not my
like,
type of game
different from their
either.
games.
I guess we'll see what they're doing.
Welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together
Oh,
to
they did
create something
Civilization.
new and
Okay.
innovative in a genre we all love. Our History Untold is the game we dreamt of making.
Oh, I heard of this one.
Ah, yes. Didn't we hear about this? The last major conference they had,
Yeah.
or was it the Game Awards? One of those.
Genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the
The
soundtrack.
closest I've ever come to playing one of these games was Jurassic
Fan
Park
the game.
Evolution,
Make
which
it
is
really good.
awesome. It's one of those park builders. It's not on the same level. What do you say?
He is great. The door creaked really loudly when he was
Oh.
grabbing the
That's Dan.
soda.
We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion.
That's funny.
We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features.
Great.
Rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the
My
first
drink's
place.
out.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give
I imagine it's really hard for these games.
Sorry for everybody that heard that.
And not just ours.
I imagine it's really hard for these games to really try and make the interface for consoles feel intuitive, but also not cluttered. Because when you're on PC, you have all this screen space, you can put stuff, you know, everywhere, and you just have the freedom of the mouse. But you know, you have to map everything to a controller. It must be a lot of just
for this one.
Well, just any kind of games like this, you know, it just must be a lot of work.
They can see everything from the
I wonder if there's another secret studio. Oh, I don't think so. I think that was the surprise with Square Enix, which is nice.
We want players to feel
It's nice
like
for those that
truly
care.
occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important.
Right now I'm
nations
just big
the world
on
has ever
like
known. This is measured by prestige.
Dark Soul-like
proves
games.
their worth as a leader.
Oh, you're into Souls-like games now?
Well, I mean, like Souls-like is. I feel like Souls-like everybody thinks it's like hack and slash, like the struggle. I think it's more like just games that just are unforgiving. That's what I see.
That's what you're
Souls-like.
looking for right now?
Well, that's why I'm playing like StarCraft right now.
Oh, okay.
It's like that Roblox game. It's so dumb because it's like it doesn't look like it'd be good, but I'm having fun with it because it's like everything can get like the guy like people are sitting there. It's like if you enjoy somebody that can kill you in a second and right off the bat in the game, and this is your game, like, alright, I'm down to try the challenge. Because everything is a challenge. Like, you hear me getting annoyed because I die and I lose everything.
Well, I mean, the next game I have, the next modern title that I need to play is Lies of P, so...
Tyler, I think there's going to be another secret studio that it's going to pop up too.
You're not going to do it twice.
It's going to be the last
You don't do... No. You're not going to do it twice.
It's going to be the last one.
Challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
The Xbox Series X Slim.
Yeah, but the game StarCraft is like kind of like, I mean, I think it takes for the form of Stalker, just in its own way.
Well, I'm looking forward to Stalker 2, but I never played the original.
Yeah, I think after playing this game, I'm gonna play Stalker.
Did you play the original, the Stalker?
I thought I did, but I think I didn't.
It's an old PC game.
Yeah, I know. I thought I bought it way back, and I looked in my library and it says I didn't own it. And I thought I did.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many
You sure you weren't thinking of Metro?
Taking turns
No, I wasn't
reacting
Metro,
to
I
their
know that.
opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan.
Yeah, because these games are solo play, right?
This system makes Ara just feel
Stalkers? Yeah, the Stalker series is a...
So the
yeah,
StarCraft game is all open world MMO kind of idea. It's free to play, but I like the idea of it being like there's bandits and stalkers, and you can play bandit and or stalker and fight each other.
Through all of history and picking what
All going through the missions, and there's a different set of missions for each bandit and stalkers. It's a different story.
The broadest lens possible.
So.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as
And then there's a
military
PvP
personnel or prominent government
mode.
figures. But leaders come in
Where
so
it's
many
12v12.
different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Ara has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait, informed by their contributions.
This looks good for people who like that genre.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that
I
they
think
have
it's nice that
worked
you have a
with.
new IP
And
within
even a
that
few may
genre too.
surprise them with how
Not
fun
the
it is
same, you
when
know,
those leaders are handed the reins of
Civilization
power.
games or whatever. It's a different, different take.
For us at Oxide,
Yeah.
player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective.
I just realized
I
she
want
had
one
a
of those.
she had a hammock under her desk.
Yeah, I heard about those. I want one.
That's a thing?
Yeah,
It's so small under there. What do you?
Well, mine's a small desk. It's usually from here to there because they.
I'm not 6 feet, and I wouldn't be comfortable, you know,
I'd be
laying under there.
That's where I'd be sleeping when you're not here.
Yeah.
Instead of the bed, I'll be sleeping under
We
there.
knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just
Cougars, cougars,
Cougars, I hate cougars!
someone get these
Cougars, I hate
humans
cougars.
away from me. I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall
An army of cougars come out.
It's been years of hard work.
I wonder if a lot of people have fun modding these games and just unleashing chaos everywhere and just watching.
We can't wait for players to get their hands
See,
on
Activision does that. Activision loves
But the launch
chaos.
of Ara is only the beginning.
Activision loves real chaos.
No, they like to cause chaos. Like they know stuff doesn't work, and they like leave it.
Well, that's
because that keeps
that's a different type of chaos.
We can't wait for you to play ours.
That's just rude.
It's just an a-hole move.
It's just dickish. Another one for fall 2024. So that's nice that all these games so far are this year. There's nothing, you know.
The only game I play that's like it's I mean it's not like that, but it's Warhammer 2. I think it's from Total Arena. I don't forget what it's called.
All right, here we go. Indiana Jones. It's been a long time. I want to see gameplay. I don't need to see a release date. I just want to see gameplay. I want to see how it goes.
Is it top down or is it first person?
No, I think it is third person.
Oh my god.
Like Uncharted.
Really excited to finally be able to share our work on
I thought that was Bill Hader for a moment.
Since the first film came out,
It's all a big joke.
It straight up looked like Bill Hader. Cannot tell me it did not look like Bill Hader.
iconic franchises in pop culture.
We saw the last
Look at his
movie.
face, it looks Bill Hader. You could have mistaken him as Barry.
See through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope
See through his eyes makes it sound like it's first person.
When Todd Howard
I'm telling you, it
first
looks like
told
Bill
us about
Hader. I
his
can't
vision
take
for
him
the game,
seriously.
we knew he would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game.
Why is Todd Howard here?
For what it would be like.
Oh, he's there?
Why is Todd Howard?
Period of his life it was in.
We're gonna put a building, a temple builder system within Indiana Jones. All of it just works. It's gonna be great, and it actually works perfectly.
Does it not look like him?
Yeah, I get what you're. Yes, it looks okay.
It's, you know, Indiana Jones.
I'm surprised he's here.
I just don't know why Todd Howard's. Why is Todd Howard with the Indiana Jones machine games?
And they've just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
All right.
Did you leave Bethesda?
No, it's just he has a hand in everything.
Dr. Jones, while you were playing a pointless game,
Wow.
I was playing.
This looks almost picturesque.
You're wondering if maybe you have built yourself a life meaning. Instead of ending up here.
Increasing the
dead
volume.
And forgotten in the sense of Africa.
I really made him look like Harrison Ford.
Yeah, he kind of looks. It looks almost picturesque.
But I'm curious
Like,
if they use
weird.
him as the voice actor.
Hamster says Todd Howard's writing and producing.
Myths.
Ooh, first person.
It
okay.
is first person. Really? Okay, I did not expect that.
Just different ways to interpret the past.
It's definitely not him, though.
It's not Harrison. It sounds similar.
Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts
Yeah, it's
and
not.
beliefs. Scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Todd said on the next Friedman movie that he's right. Oh, I did not know that. I don't know much about him. So.
I only just watched.
Throughout history,
I just watched.
mankind
These
has built
things.
sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
It's like transitions.
Ooh.
This is gonna be interesting.
I've had run-ins with these guys before.
The use of the whip.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
It ain't a walk in the park.
Okay then.
They did a really good job with this. Like,
What do you mean if I could keep up?
sometimes it looks really photorealistic. Mannerisms.
Oh, that'd be funny.
This looks good.
That would be hell of fan service. That would just be enjoyable to find stuff.
The Great Circle.
That's gonna be
Indiana
fun.
Jones and the Great Circle. That's the title.
You have any idea how old that was?
Yeah, it's not.
The animation's a little weird. But
It's weird. To me, it almost
Indiana
looks
Jones
like
is such an
that
iconic
game they
character,
did.
And he means so much to so many
What
people.
was it called?
Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been
other
fans
Xbox
of the
game.
movies and the character for
Forgot.
years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what
Was it
he
always the
sees and
same
feels.
writer
For us at Machine
Indiana
Games,
Jones
we do
series,
that
or the
best
movies?
through first
Yeah.
person. It's the
and there's
ideal
Steven
perspective to
Spielberg
bring you into the
movies,
rich,
right?
exciting and interactive world we've
I
built.
don't know who did the latest one.
We believe that being up
that
close
was
and
about.
personal to the adventure is
I
key,
think the latest one
making
was
each
a
action
different
feel like your own.
I mean, it was okay. I thought, you know,
Whether it's cracking your
they
whip,
wanted a definitive ending. I think.
solving puzzles in ancient temples.
I really like the
Your
whip
knuckles
idea.
go blind
Yeah, no,
in
I
fist
think
fight.
it
I would
looks
be
pretty cool.
so
are
annoying
much
with
more
that thing.
intense
It's
Like,
gonna
in
be
first person.
interesting. I want
But
to
we
just the
still
way it
want
plays.
you to have those moments.
You're gonna need to
Seeing
be a little
his
bit. I
iconic
feel you need to be a
silhouette
little bit more
with the hat
strategic.
and the whip.
You know?
And so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal,
I
we
did
pull
not
the
expect
camera
it being
back
first
for
person.
third person.
Yeah, then it goes to third person.
Okay, that's cool.
I didn't expect the transition
Indiana
like
Jones
that.
and
I
the
thought it
Great
was going to be
Circle
straight
is
third
set
person.
between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
Okay, so very
When our
early
game
on.
begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
These are low
Explain to Rome. Stop. I need help.
I mean,
Hey, it's just an intro, it's just a transition. You don't really need to load anything anymore.
We always
but that's
talk
cool.
about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be indie if he
That
wasn't
looks like
using
a
his
lot
wits
more
to
than
get
Red
through
One.
the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
You know what I'm
Sure,
now
there
getting
will be
vibes
some
of? The
obstacles that will be
Sherlock
more easily
Holmes
overcome
games.
with the revolver or a gun taken
It's like
from a
Sherlock
disarmed
Holmes
guard.
with
but
a
I
great
think most of the
combat
time you'll
engine.
have more fun and, to be honest,
That
a
could
more
be
genuine
awesome.
indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai,
or concept art.
the pyramids of Egypt,
Beautiful.
the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
Indiana Jones.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music.
John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Great, then. Let's see if we can keep up.
Fine.
What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss.
Return to Castle Wolfenstein had a crystal skull
He's
as a
obsessed
reference
with the
to
human mind and manipulating
be
it.
part of
He's
canon.
highly intelligent and the
I like the
perfect
model
foil
art
for
for that
Indy.
villain. I mean,
They're
like
both brilliant people
the concept
compelled
art
by the
that-
passions
yeah,
and
he looked like he
but
was
driven
like
down wildly
menacing.
different roads.
Yeah, he looked
He
menacing.
creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
It's very Uncanny Valley, you know? Like,
One of our models for Indiana
It just
Jones and
looks
the Great
really
Circle
clean.
is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol,
Hamster,
or
I
maybe
pray
you'll
that
just
that
pick up a
doesn't
shovel
happen
and whack them
to
on
you.
the back of their head. And when you can't use your
so that you can
wits,
play Hellblade
you got
2
Indy's
and
most
Indiana
iconic
Jones,
tool.
but mostly also whip,
Just
so
like
that
you
you're
see in the
safe.
movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment.
Oh, cool.
You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat.
Yeah, we saw
Everything
this.
you'd expect from Indy's whip, and hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The
This is
spirit
gonna
of
be one of those
discovery
games where
is
you see
so
people on
important
YouTube
to
doing like
Indiana
crazy
Jones.
speed runs. just
Obviously,
whipping
there are a
everything.
handful of
like
puzzles
Dishonored or
only using
something.
whip.
You
A lot
know,
of
you're gonna
puzzles are
see like
optional and
playthroughs
are
of
just there
people
for the
like
players
just
who want to experience them.
speeding through this thing, doing insane
Epic traps,
things.
small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world
Now,
of
the
mystery
question is
where
it
anything
linear?
could potentially hide its
Yeah,
layers.
it's
Or
a-
are they
The
gonna
more
have,
you whip,
or is it
the
gonna be
more you'll
linear with
discover.
secret passages to secret? Like,
I almost hope it'll be kind of like a Dishonored experience where it's not open world, but you have hubs to explore and kind of walk around. I think that could be really cool.
You gotta be kidding me.
But yeah, you know, who knows?
I want to
I would like
thank you
them to
all
hide a
for
bit,
joining
like,
us
make it
for our
very
big
hidden.
reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great
Like there's
Circle.
certain like optional
Machine Games
tunes you
is
could explore.
known for
That would
creating
be
these
kinda
roller
cool.
coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year.
Wow,
And
they're
I
gonna
cannot
put it out
wait
this
to
year?
share more
I was
soon.
not expecting that.
Wait, did you see that?
What?
Tom or Todd was in the background behind the desk. There was a golden skull there, and he grabbed it and went under the desk. I was like, wait a second, that was Todd.
I'm sure Todd has plenty of those things in his villa. Well, that looks awesome, and I'm really surprised that it's coming this year. I was honestly expecting a 2025. You know what? I can It may even get delayed. It's very possible.
But it looks very. And that looks like a very
good.
enjoyable game.
I did not
I'd play
expect.
that.
Yeah, I did not expect first person.
Watch another game.
No, it's done. They're not gonna do it twice.
Wait.
Look.
Oh.
There's
Wait,
a sizzle
outro.
reel.
Damn it. I just saw it say outro. Like, damn it.
No, but I did not expect first person. I was really thinking it was going to be a third person.
I thought it was gonna be third
I thought it was going to be like Uncharted, basically, something like that. But
Is it animals?
I
children,
like
and
what
game
they did there.
developers?
That whip is, it makes sense that he would
Our
be
mission
very
here at
attuned to
Ninja
that.
Theory is to craft
That looks
life-changing
awesome.
art with
And
game-changing
Hellblade
tech.
getting its release date finally very soon too.
Core
That's
to the
not that
vision
far
of
away.
Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule.
I really like this.
Stay happy.
This is better to me than last
Creating an
year's.
immersive
Last year's they
experience
like
like
I'm
showed a
concerned
little
about
bit.
this. I'm just concerned. I get the idea, but it's the pacing of the
You
combat
are
that kind of bothers
playing
me.
as in you
And it's just
are
gonna,
in the
is it gonna
ambience.
feel like it's gonna feel very like the combinations of what you do is gonna be interesting, but the combat in general with fighting things feels like it's gonna might be, like it might get old too quickly.
Right.
Because like if it's not fast enough, then you're gonna just sit there and just kill things no problem. But then if it's too fast, then it's gonna be too challenging. And that's what I like about Souls like it's like you don't
There's a
they
bit of
don't give you
speed
they don't
there.
give you much time to think. You're gonna have to
there's
just
not,
go.
There's not a lot of telegraphed, stuff like that.
That's why it's like when you play Dark Souls, like and you're fighting a boss, it's like there's very small things you can telegraph and that's it. It's like, okay, when he moves this direction, you know he's gonna swing this.
Right.
But it's like it's like back to back to back like things, so he doesn't give you time to heal.
Well, I think this conference, this year's Developer Direct was a lot better than last year's. Last year's they didn't give a lot of release dates for anything, and from what I remember, they didn't show much gameplay. I mean, they showed some gameplay, but it was like we were really like expecting to get a lot of concrete information that we just didn't get last year at all. So this year's Developer Direct is great. Indiana Jones, yeah, I already responded to Hamster. Anyway, but this year's Developer Direct was pretty awesome. So I was quite happy with that. I liked all the stuff that they showed.
I'm just worried about the About game. That's like I get the other ones like fun, but except for the one Ara, I'm just not big on that one. But it looks fun for a player like that.
Yeah.
The Avowed, however, it just seeing the combat, it kind of like
it's one of those games that
it just worries me. Like it'd be good for an E for everyone game.
Well, it reminds me in some ways of Sea of Thieves. I think it's a game that I would like more because it's RPG.
Sea of Thieves is more challenging, to be honest.
Yeah.
Than that one.
Well,
because Sea of Thieves, you can fight other players. And that's what happened with Joe and I. When we first played, a bunch of people came. Like 4 people were on a ship and are attacking us. They're like, "Oh, we're just destroy their ship."
Crazy. All right. Hey, Priya. Thanks for coming on at the end there, but I appreciate that. My Mirror's Edge content. Thanks for all the videos. Hope to see a third one. So do I. In time, I still feel Catalyst still feels very fresh to me. So,
Does EA still own the title?
Yeah, EA owns a lot of crap. EA owns a lot of good stuff. That's the problem.
Doing stuff with that.
They own a lot of good stuff. All these companies, these major companies, they own a lot of great IPs, and unfortunately, they're not that great. But I wouldn't mind, give Respawn. Respawn would do incredible with Mirror's Edge.
Yeah,
that's a great studio for that type of game. But anyhow, all right. I guess that was this year's Developer Direct. We'll see what PlayStation has. I'm sure we'll get a state of play in the next couple of months, and I guess we'll go on from there. You guys will have an unboxing video for just something small coming up next week, and then there's also a reminiscing video for the rest of the month. So expect that, and then as we go into next month, there will be a large unboxing of a new hardware related stuff, which I've already kind of hinted at. It's a Steam Deck. But all right, we'll catch you guys later. thank you guys very much for joining the stream, and I guess we'll talk soon.